Hello everybody, welcome to the Veg Report. My name is Glenn.
And my name is Sarah, and in this show we try to offer helpful information about being a vegetarian or vegan.
Today's show, who and where are the vegans?
As a follow-up to our show on who the first vegans were, we wondered who and where are today's vegans and how many of us are there?
We wondered about the demographics of vegans. As it turns out, there are a number of statistics from different sources.
According to a 2018 Gallup poll, 5% of Americans say they are vegetarians and 3% say they are vegans.
Other statistics say only 0.5% of the U.S. adult population is vegan. This would mean approximately 1.6 million people in the U.S. are vegan.
And still another source from 2018 suggests that 6% of US consumers now claim to be vegan. And this is roughly the same population as the entire state of New York, and up from just 1% of consumers who said they were vegans in 2014.
So the answer is somewhere between 0.5% to 6% of the US population is vegan.
In the UK, the Vegan Society found the number of vegans from 2014 to 2018 actually quadrupled, and now over 1% of the UK's population considers themselves to be vegan. So clearly, no matter what the numbers, the population size of vegans is growing.
Of vegans in the US, approximately 79% are women and 21% are men. Another source said 74%, almost 3 in 4 vegans, are female.
More men identify as being vegetarian than vegan, where the divide is 59% women and 41% men. We couldn't find any statistics on genderqueer, trans, or non-binary vegans, but we'd love to hear from people who are.
How old are vegans? According to one source, the average age of a vegan today is 42. Of people over 50 versus people under 50, there are definitely more vegans in the under 50 group and more vegetarians in the over 50 group.
Another source we found stated that 80% of vegans were aged 34 or younger. We're not sure which is correct, but we enjoy being in the senior citizen vegan group.
The highest population of vegans is in the US, followed closely by Japan.
And the countries where veganism is one of the most popular data searches on Google, besides the US, include Israel, Australia, Canada, Austria, and New Zealand.
Also, some researchers are predicting that China's vegan market will grow more than 17% in the next several years.
In the US, the states and areas with the most vegan restaurants are Washington, D.C., Hawaii, and Oregon.
According to PETA's latest list, the top 10 cities for vegans are 1. Los Angeles, 2. New York City, 3. San Francisco, 4. Minneapolis, 5. Portland, Oregon, 6. Detroit, 7. Cleveland, 8. Omaha, 9. Miami, and 10. Kansas City, Missouri.
So there you have it. That's who and where the vegans are. And so, Glenn, what surprised you the most about who and where the vegans are today?
Well, the fact that there are so many vegan restaurants in Washington, D.C. surprised me a bit. Mm-hmm. That's not what I would think of as one of the hubs of veganism, but it's great that there is. And the other thing that surprised me that there's so many vegans in Omaha, because I know Omaha just seems like such a meat and potatoes place to me for some reason.
I think I was surprised by Cleveland and Detroit. I don't think of those as particularly vegan cities, or Kansas City, Missouri, but I think that's amazing and makes me more inclined to want to travel there. I think that's phenomenal. And then the other thing I think that was so interesting to me was how hard it was to find good statistics about how many vegans there are. And while we couldn't find necessarily exact numbers, I think the one thing that was really clear as we were doing the research for the show was that the number of vegans is growing. And vegan food and veganism are really popular right now in 2018. It's a big food trend. So that's been kind of amazing to see. So anyway, that's what we have for the show today. Thank you so much for watching.
Hey, and if you like the show, we would love it if you subscribe. And if you like to, please comment and give us ideas or thoughts about the show, or anything else you have in mind.
Great. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a great day.
Or how do we look?
Cute.